Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, commissioners and staff, and welcome to the City of Paterson Planning Board meeting of Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022 at 6:30 p.m. via webinar session. Madam Chair, you may continue.
Everybody please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. One moment. Okay, commissioners, planning board staff, first of all, good evening, everybody, okay? Let me start with that. Commissioners, planning board staff, ladies and gentlemen, as chairwoman of the City of Paterson's Planning Board, I call this meeting of 2/2/22 to order. I hereby state that all the provisions of the State of New Jersey Public Meeting Law have been fully and completely met, that the notice of provisions required have been properly posted in the Planning Board office and with the City of Paterson clerk, that the public notice and advertisements have been published in the Herald News on 1/22/22 in accordance with the law, and that the copies of such notice and public advertisements are on file in the Planning Board office, as is also the agenda listing the applications to be taken up by the Planning Board at this meeting. The procedure tonight will be in accordance with the rules, regulations, and bylaws as heretofore determined by the Planning Board at its office in the municipal complex in the City of Paterson. Roll call, please.
Good evening, councilmen and commissioners. Commissioner Eugene is absent. Commissioner Ahmed is absent. Commissioner Cleaves?
I'm present.
Thank you. Commissioner Fisher is absent. Commissioner Liranzo?
Present.
Commissioner Santana? Present. Thank you. Commissioner Zoraya? Okay, I see her, but
I know, I heard her before, I don't know what happened here.
Commissioner Zoraya, Amar, do you hear me? Okay, we'll get back. Commissioner Roman?
I'm here.
Thank you. Commissioner Figueroa?
Present.
Councilman Kalik?
I am here.
And Chairwoman Northrop.
Present.
You have 8 commissioners in attendance this evening.
All right.
I'm sorry, my line was disconnected. This is Commissioner Amar. Hello,
Okay.
everyone.
Okay, hello, Commissioner Amar, you're present then.
Yes, I'm present.
Okay,
I have a
Maggie.
problem with my line.
Okay, no worries, Mark, are present. Okay, so a notice pursuant to the Open Public Act addressing effect of the coronavirus measures on the next public meeting, consistent with the coronavirus-related restrictions of Executive Order Number 107, given on Saturday, March 21st, 2020 by Governor Philip D. Murphy, the Planning Board of the City of Paterson will not conduct in-person participation of the public at all future meetings until further notice. However, public participation will be available by means of communication equipment pursuant to NJSA 10:4-8, commencing on April 15, 2020. Though there may potentially be a practical need for a limited number of administrative, technical, or other city personnel to be present in or near the council chambers, 3rd floor, City Hall, 155 Market Street, Paterson, New Jersey, in-person participation of the public is prohibited. Nevertheless, for reasons of compliance with the said Executive Order Number 107, public participation will be available by calling 973-321-1579, and the meeting ID is 711-680-001. And I will repeat that later on in the meeting, on the date and time that this meeting is scheduled to commence, which is this evening. They can also participate in the meeting by accessing the website of the City of Paterson, www.patersonnj.gov. Sorry for all the sirens, but I live on Route 20 in Paterson, and that's what you're hearing in the background. Sorry. www.patersonnj.gov. So tonight we have 2 applications on our agenda. Am I to assume, Mr. Deutsch, that we might be starting with JCM Investors? You're-
6567 Auburn Street. I believe that's Mr. Sarlo's
Okay,
application. Is that correct, Mr. Sarlo?
No, it's 8385 Auburn Street, that is Mr. Solo's.
Okay, that's right. Yes.
Oh, so that was sort of 8385.
so that's the JCM investors.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, all right, so, who is representing, JCM investors this evening?
Madam Chairwoman, Charles Sarlo on behalf of JCM Properties, XII LLC.
Okay, all right, wonderful. And, let me just see something here. Okay, so, I'm gonna read JCM Investors, 1012 LLC, 83-85 Auburn Street, Block 3611, Lot 17. On a 2,997 square foot lot, the applicant proposes to remove the existing three-story frame dwelling and construct a new three-story residential building with a total of 11 units. The first floor proposes a lobby entrance, an amenity room, a mail package area, a refuge recycle room, a sprinkler and utility room, a staircase, 2 efficiency units, and one one-bedroom unit. The second and third floors propose 4 efficiency units on each floor. This proposal is within the RA-2 zone of the 4th Ward redevelopment plan, and variances are requested for the following lot area, as 5,000 square feet is required and 2,997 square feet is existing. Lot width as a minimum, lot width of 50 feet is required, and a lot width of 30 feet is existing. 1 side yard setback as a minimum of 5 feet is required and 0 feet is provided. A lot building coverage as a lot building coverage of 60% is permitted, and a lot building coverage of 72% is proposed. And open space as 1,650 square foot of open space is required, and 600 square feet of open space and amenity space is proposed. This requires site plan approval and bulk variances. It's my understanding that someone else will be reading. Who will be reading tonight? Is it Miss Farzad?
Yes, it's gonna be me.
Okay, good. All right, then will you give us your review, please?
Sure. Property taxes and surcharges are current. Persons having a 10% or greater ownership interest in JCM Properties Sub LLC's Matthew Florio, providing an address of 175 Broadway, Paterson, New Jersey. As indicated on the property survey, prepared by Thomas Stearns and dated March 2nd, 2021, the parcel has frontage of 30 feet on Auburn Street, a rear lot line of 30 feet, and northern and southern lot lines that measure 99.32 feet and 99.17 feet respectively. Lot 17 has area of 2,977 square feet or 0.07 acres, and is located on the western side of Auburn Street. The parcel contains a 3-story frame dwelling with a masonry front porch, the rear landing and one side chimney. The existing dwelling is located on the northern side property line. There are 2 existing 3-story residential dwellings, each located to the north and south of this proposal. Evans Architect has prepared a 4-page architectural plan revised on January 21st, 2021. Drawing S-1 is the site plan which indicates site nodes, the site location tax map, the zoning ordinance data, and the existing and proposed site plan. The proposed site plan indicates that the building is to cover 69% of the lot and has an approximate dimension of 24.5 feet in width and 82.5 feet in length. The building is proposed to be 3 feet from the Auburn Street front property line, 11.7 feet from the rear property line, 5.5 feet from the southern side property line, and it is placed on the northern side property line. The site plan also indicates shrubberies and landscaping to be placed along both front and rear property lines, as well as a street tree along the new concrete sidewalk. In addition, the site plan indicates a proposed 353 square feet of open green space in the rear yard and a new concrete ADA-compliant sidewalk on the southern side yard. A note of the plan indicates that the entire site and site perimeter is to be equipped with video security throughout public areas and site lighting along the travel public way and parking area. Surveillance cameras are to connect to the City of Paterson Police Department system. The placement of the security camera is indicated on the proposed site plan. Drawing S-2 indicates site details including the concrete vertical curb and roadway pavement widening, the second section, the roof ladder overflow details, the roof mounted condenser units, the concrete sidewalk details, the water connection, the sanitary sewer connection, and the shrub planting details. No lighting details are provided in this drawing. Drawing SK-1 is the architectural plan. The ground floor plan, also known as the first floor plan, indicates a one-bedroom unit and two efficiency units. The building's front entrance provides access to the lobby area, the 150 square foot amenity room, the mail package area, and the sprinkler utility room. The front entrance also provides access into a hallway that either leads to the stairs to the upper floors or to the one-bedroom unit on the right side. The refuse and recycle area is also located on this floor, which is accessible from the southern side yard. The first floor one-bedroom unit has area of 633 square feet, and it includes a kitchen, a dining and living area, a laundry, and a mechanical closet, and a full bathroom. The efficiency units are to be accessed from the southern side yard, and they include a kitchen, a live and sleep area, a laundry and mechanical closet, and a full bathroom. These units contain 372 square feet and 464 square feet. The second and third floor building plans are identical in layout. Each floor includes 4 efficiency units that contain 415 square feet, 421 square feet, 470 square feet, and 478 square feet. Each of the 4 units includes a full bathroom, a mechanical unit, a kitchen, and a live and sleep area. A shared laundry room is also located on the second and third floors. Drawing SK-2 are the building elevations. The front elevation view from Auburn Street indicates a 31-foot high building. The front elevation indicates a brick veneer for the first floor front entrance with an aluminum canopy and a 2-ton stucco facade with casement windows on all 3 levels. The rear elevation view of the building indicates a vinyl horizontal sliding facade with the casement windows on all levels. The right side elevation indicates a vinyl horizontal siding with the casement windows on all 3 floors. Also, the right side indicates the entrance door to the efficiency unit on the first floor and 1 door to the refuse and recycle area. The gas and electric meters are shown in this elevation as well. The left side elevation indicates a vinyl horizontal siding with no windows on any level. This is a flat roof building. The intent of the RA-2 residential district of the 440 development plan is to permit a more intensive residential use of land with various types of dwellings. Therefore, the proposed multi-family building is a permitted use. The surrounding existing dwellings consist of 2- and 3-story multi-family dwellings. There were some vacant lots developed with new multi-family dwellings or the older buildings converted to new residential buildings. Variances are requested for the following. Lot area 5,000 square feet is required and 2,997 square feet is existing. Lot width as a minimum lot width of 50 feet is required and a lot width of 30 feet is existing. One side yard setback as a minimum of 5 feet is required and 0 feet is provided. Lot building coverage as a lot building coverage of 60% is permitted and a lot building coverage of 69% is proposed. An open space as 1,650 square feet of open space is required and 503 square feet of open space and amenity space is proposed. Off-street parking is not required on existing lots with a width of less than 50 feet. As this is a redevelopment area, the planning board must determine whether the granting of the requested variances to allow the number of the dwelling units proposed by the applicant is appropriate for the lot and the immediate surrounding area. It shall be the responsibility of the applicant and or the preparer of the plan to obtain a letter from the city engineer indicating that the plans have been satisfactorily reviewed prior to the plans being released to the construction official. For the surrounding land uses, we need to mention that this proposal is in the regular park section of the city within the 440 development plan. The area is zoned residential with neighborhood commercial areas located at some corner intersections. The applicant estimates the cost of this proposal at approximately $1 million. The applicant should incorporate the design elements contained within the 440 development plan on the site and within the building. The planning board has approved different construction proposals along Auburn Street, including 84 through 86 Auburn Street, Block 10, to rehabilitate a fire damaged dwelling into a 6-unit multifamily on April 4, 2018. 36 Auburn Street and 27 Godwin Avenue, Blocks 17 and 18, to construct a new 3-story residential building with a total of 6 units on April 12, 2021. And 41 Auburn Street, Lot 1, to construct a new 3-story residential building with a total of 6 units on August 18, 2021. This was the staff review for this proposal.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Sarlo?
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman, and good evening, Commissioners and Madam Chairwoman. Charles Sarlo again on behalf of the applicant. And just for the record, I know, Madam Chairwoman, when you were calling the matter, JCM Investors will be sent in a clarifying letter. Again, for the record, the applicant is JCM Properties, Roman numeral 12 LLC. And we apologize. JCM Investments is kind of the go-to entity and seems to appear on a lot of the plans over and over again, but we wanted to make sure that the record accurately reflects who the property owner is and who the applicant is, and they are one and the same, and that being the JCM Properties.
Okay, well noted, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. And thank you for the detailed report. We agree with everything in the report. I think there may be one variance that the architect and planner will go through that may have been missed in paragraph 13 of the report, and that is the rear yard setback. But in sum, before I call, I have 2 witnesses. There are 6 variances that are required. This is a proposed redevelopment to demolish the existing structure and rebuild 11 units on this particular property. There are 6 variances. 2 of them are pre-existing variances as it relates to the particular lot. So there's 4 new variances being created with regard to the redevelopment of the property, and we'll also need preliminary and final site plan approval with that. With that, just to move the process along, I have 2 witnesses with me this evening, Mr. Matt Evans of Evans Architecture and Mr. T.J. Ritchie of Stonefield Engineering, who will be qualified as a professional planner. So as my first witness, I'd like to call Mr. Matt Evans.
Yes, please go ahead.
Mr. Evans, can you want to be sworn in, please?
Swear affirm testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I can't hear you.
You're muted, Matt. Nope, you're muted. Can you see if you can, you're definitely muted. We don't hear a word you're saying. I'm going to ask Maggie, can you get IT involved, see if he can phone in like we did the other night with Melinda. Okay, he can talk through his phone, but we can see him.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Hang tight, everybody. No. No. We're gonna see if, Matt, we're gonna see if we can get IT to you. Okay. Okay, everybody just stay muted for now, thank you.
He can log back in. He's logging in, right? Am I correct?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, sorry.
Okay,
Let me swear you in again.
Alright,
You swear affirm testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
yes I do.
Say your full name for the record, please.
Matthew Evans, architect, 470 Chamberlain Ave, Paterson, New Jersey. Presently licensed in the state of New Jersey as a professional planner and a registered architect.
right, and we accept him as an expert witness, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Mr. Evans, just before we start, there were drawings that were submitted that were initially dated April 6, 2021, and then revised January 21st, 2022. These drawings were prepared either by yourself or under your direction, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't you start with your testimony, describe the existing conditions, and then go through the proposed project.
Okay, can you see the plans?
You may want to enlarge them a little bit if you could.
But you can see them though, right?
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so what we have the sheet S1. We show the site on Auburn Street with the property in question shaded. It's at adjacent to the intersection of Fair Street and Auburn Street. And the property has an existing older structure on it, as you can see from the existing conditions plan. The building is a 3-story frame building with a 0 lot line condition on the north side, and then we have the existing improvements, all the impervious areas shown on that existing building.
Matt, can you enlarge that at all? You need the Hubble telescope to see it, basically.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Can you see that's I'm showing the I'm
We
showing
can see
the
the plans, but they're minuscule,
they are small.
very tiny. But just do your best, that's all.
Okay. All right, so that's showing the existing conditions site plan. Then we go over to the proposed site plan, and we show it the plan with the new building, which also has a 0 lot line condition on the north side, 3 feet on the front. We have landscaping in the front with new entry for the main building, and then we have a paver ADA compliant walk on the south side, which enters the rear open space, landscaping, and also some of the apartments on the ground floor level. Those are all the ground floor level apartments will be ADA compliant, handicap accessible. Another condition, what we're doing from the previous building, so we'll have handicap units, we'll have fire sprinkler system, video security, and all fire rated construction in conjunction with the new codes, so it'll all be code compliant for the new proposed building. We have S2 shows the basically the utility connections and stormwater details and landscaping details, and then we come to the SK1 shows the ground floor plan and the second and third floor plan, which is basically similar, it's the same. And we have, looking at the ground floor plan, we have the entry, the front entryway, the lobby, and then we have an amenity room in the front. We have refuse and recycling off to the side of the building, which was only accessed from the exterior. And then we have the 1-bedroom unit for the first floor. It's a handicapped unit, and it's 633 square feet, which meets the minimum square footage. And then we have the 2 efficiency units in the back, and we have one which is 372, which meets the minimum of 300 square feet. All the units have their own air conditioning, central air, and utilities, so they'll all be separately metered. They have handicap, fully handicapped efficiency unit, and then we have the efficiency unit 103 has the 464 square feet. So that's a much larger than the minimum of 300 square feet, which is required as a minimum for an efficiency unit. Going to the upper floors, the front unit 201 and 301 is 478. So as you can see, it's almost the size of a 1-bedroom. It's a nice large open efficiency unit. Then 421 square feet is unit 202 and 302. And then on those levels, we have a shared laundry on laundry room for the upper levels. We have a central stair. We have unit 203-303 is 415, so that's greater than the minimum requirement. And then in the back, we have unit 204 and 304, which is 470 square feet, which is an extra large efficiency unit. So that's the floor plans spelled out. We have the front elevation, so looking at that, we have a canopy, an architectural element that